Hello everyone, welcome to LT Gaming. My name is Tom and today we are looking at the classic RPG Baldur's Gate 2: The Shadows of Amn. Now this is one of my favorite games of all time in the genre and probably would be in my top 10 gaming experiences that I've ever had. So what we're doing today is we're going to take kind of a retrospective look back and see, is it worth playing in 2022? How does it hold up when we compare it to modern contemporaries, Pillars of Eternity, games like that? And should you pick it up and give it a shot if you haven't done so already, or should you maybe return to it? So one thing to say right off the bat is that there has been a patch, I believe it was last year, which has added a few, fixed a lot of things. I know there's a lot more portraits now. Let's go with, this is my go-to guy for the dark broody character, so we'll go with this. So I do believe things like this and the fact they are, I think it's beamdog, could be wrong, are giving attention to the game still shows there is a lot of replayability left in the game. I'm going to go human. Normally I like to create a bit more of a specialized character, but I just kind of want to look at all the classes, and humans are the most kind of versatile when it comes to that. There's a few classes I haven't played. Now, I have played this game to death, but I have never played as a blackguard, which seems like a cool kind of role-playing class. And that's been added more recently, so I think some older players probably won't be familiar with that. I'd also highlight that the Cleric class has been expanded. I think in the traditional game, back when I played it anyway, it was just Talos, Helm, and Lathander, but they've also added Priests of Tyr and Tempest, which is pretty cool. I could be wrong about... No, I think that those are the ones that were added. Druid wasn't anything added, but there is a druid-like class, a shaman, however you might say it. And they have some really cool kind of abilities. The shamanic dance, for example, where you can summon allies, level dependent. So I think, obviously in the beginning, it seems like, if you've played the game, you know these are pretty weak creatures. The bear, panther, it's okay. But once you start to get into the air spirits, this could be a pretty potent spell. I would say it's probably best in a good team composition, but, who knows? So is there any added to the fighter class? No, there isn't. So for today... There we go, Shadow Dancer. That's the one I was kind of thinking of. This is like a very much mage-like thief who can blend into the shadows. And this is also one I haven't played before. That's just to highlight some of the classes. For today, let's be a monk. And I'll be this. Let's go with a Dark Moon Monk, who is one of the more recent additions as well, I believe. Will be Lawful Evil. Now, I'll do a few rerolls just to get some better stats. 82 is where I'm at. I usually allow myself, 20, 30 rerolls to see what's the best roll. So 84, I think that's pretty good, so I'll stick with that. And then my favorite thing to do, I reduce everything down to minimum, and I build my character that way. Now, not many people know, if you are more casual to this game, there's kind of a role-playing way you can build your character, and then there's kind of the gaming optimal way. So the gaming optimal way is always to make sure that your main stats are maximized. So if I was going to be a monk, I would probably make sure I had this. And you also know that charisma actually is a dump stat, so you don't necessarily need high charisma for the game. It doesn't affect anything, and there's actually, for example, the Ring of Human Influence, which you get quite early, that you can put on to bring that to 18 if you're in a shop or something and want to affect prices. I actually quite like this build I have here, so I'll just go with that. We've got 18 strength, 18 dexterity, and 18 constitution, which should make me pretty formidable in battle. Now, my proficiencies, I am a monk, so for some reason I believe a monk would be proficient in a katana. Whether that's accurate or not, who knows. We'll also go single weapon style, and I think longsword just for the flexibility. I'll try to get my hide in shadows higher. Move silently, and we'll also put a few in fine traps. Appearance. Let's just go with a random. We're obviously gonna wear pink as a monk. Purple. Wow, this is a lot more customizable than it used to be. It used to just be like pick your block color. Just for many people to know, they have added quite a few new voices. For example, Trent here.
Take them down! I accept this honor.
He sounds... But my favorite of all of them is Dan.
Ah! Taking the lead, all right. How about a nap? Just a quick one.
He's very dry, very sarcastic. So I'll go with Dan, and I will call myself Dan the Man. In fact, let's just capitalize that T. And so this is Dan the Man, our Dark Moon Monk, lawfully evil. I'll go with the core rules just for fun. We'll have a quick glance at how this game holds up. The Child of Bal has awoken.
The Child of Bal has awoken. It is time for more experiments.
Now!
The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process.
I'll try to avoid quoting every line as I play this game.
Interesting. You have much untapped power.
We got the Golem coming any second now.
Do you even realize your potential?
More intruders have entered the complex, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
Alright, and this is our main protagonist, Irenicus. I absolutely love his voice acting in this game. Alrighty, here we go. Here is Imoen.
Wake up, you. Wake up! Come on, we have to get out of here.
Alright, so one of the first things to mention with this game when looking back at it and when comparing it, I think, to a lot of contemporaries, the dialogue is incredible. He's been doing things to us. Dan the Man, we have to get out of here. And that adds this veneer to the game that I haven't really experienced in many RPGs, where you get so invested in the story and the characters. So yeah, we'll just get out of this conversation. Let's go. And it does add this
Yeah, sure.
phenomenal investment from the player. So she has scripts turned on, so she's going to keep casting stuff, and I'll set that to none. So this is an addition that has been added in later games, where you can pretty much set your guys to fight themselves. I don't like that, personally. I don't see the point if you want to kind of control your own people. But it can be useful if you forget, for example, to do your stone skins and stuff.
All right.
Dan the Man is here to...
Yep.
Right.
Gotcha.
Useful tip, press tab to see what is interactable. trap there, which we disarm. We will get a few weapons. And here we are at the inventory screen. So Dan the man can take some health potions. I believe he's also skilled with the katana. But I think I'll stick with unarmed as he is a monk. And we have a dagger. So another thing with this game is, when you zoom in, it doesn't look so great, but the backgrounds are these kind of beautifully drawn immersive environments. Probably didn't appreciate these as much back in time. But when you look around, like, this really is a grisly dungeon. And every environment has these small details added, and when you think these were drawn, it's just incredible, I think, the amount of work that went into it.
If you say so.
Quickly, we must get out of here before whoever did this returns. I swear, traveling with you is never dull.
We have Yahira, who basically summarizes Baldur's Gate 1, which I have also played, but I am not as big a fan of. I don't think it's as polished and finished as this game, which I think most people would agree with. Alright, we'll free her.
Nature's servant awaits.
One thing to kind of mention if you are playing this game, if I was doing a full playthrough with this character, I would actually ditch these guys straight away, because I'm lawful evil, meaning, you know, my kind of alignment would be difficult to balance with Minsk and Yahira, as they leave if you get too evil, let's say. Alright, so we'll just bring her along. So we have a bit more.
Minsk will be free. These bonds will not hold my wrath, but will be liberally kicked in good measure.
The voice acting is insanely good. So we'll get him to trigger his... The bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Is what we want to trigger. So we basically just talk him through. He's lost his witch Dinah here. Dinah hair? I don't know how exactly you say it, but calm yourself. Eventually he... You're quite clearly insane. You should stay right here. The dialogue can be really funny as well at times. Like, you don't want to say the dry, sarcastic line, but they're very tempting sometimes.
The bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Minsk and Boo are free. Now you will no. Ooh. Oh, you are a smart one. I understand now. You said what you did just to get me mad.
Maybe.
Mad enough to break free. Haha. You are as smart as Boo sometimes.
Alright, so we will take along Minsk. Just for reference, he does have his Boo, who is his little hamster. So we will bring him along.
I punch.
We have Boo, who is rumored to be a miniature giant space hamster. Whether that be true, we don't know.
Yep.
So one of the things to kind of highlight here, the tactics in this game are very important. So making sure that you have good character orders, because right now I have my 2 fighters. Actually, I forgot to equip everyone, so let's just get some weapons. And we will...
Swords! Where Minsk goes, evil stands
lock
aside.
him with the 2-handed sword and as heavy armor as possible, as he is going to be our damage dealer. Minsk is a ranger technically, I believe, but he's a great fighter. He's unusually for a ranger in two-handed swords. He has this, so I generally, if I have Minsk in the party, which I don't often do, I generally have him as a close combat character with an option of ranged.
I await. It is done.
Yahira, on the other hand, is a druid. A little bit...
This place seems fun.
A little bit weaker, I would say,
Yeah,
than
I can do
Minsk
that.
as a character. And then, of course, we have Imoen, who I won't delve into too much to ruin the story. But she is a kind of thief mage. Alright, first fight of the game. We get absolutely smashed by this lightning method.
What do you want?
We'll get our guys on it, but
Right you are.
we'll get Imoen to turn this off.
Hey,
Alright,
what's up?
look at that. Minsk
All
him
right.
to 30 damage to start us off. Then we have this kind of room of crystals, which we come to. And this, I never really got this interaction. Yes, we kind of just threaten him, and then I would suggest answering his question. And, you know, the dialogue is very funny, as I'll say again, so I would encourage you to kind of read it a bit more in depth than I am right now. So, we do this action, but we have to fight an Ogre Mage, which is the best experience option available, I'd say.
Ow!
Look down.
Orders. Ow!
My monk is weak as hell. We will cast a drain to heal myself up slightly. Alright, beautiful. He advises us to seek out Rilev, who we will come across at some point.
Ready and willing.
Now, I think this is a good time to visit the spellbook. And we will get rid of Lightning Bolt because it is far too random for my liking half the time, though it is a good damage spell. And I will place it with Fireball. That's one of my favorites.
What do you want?
We'll have a little sleep.
I gotta hand it to you. You sure have some kind of courage to sleep in this place. I would have run screaming 12 times over if you weren't here.
Alright, so you kind of can angle toward, you know, whether you want the host to get your power, tap into your power. Or, so this is an interesting thing to explore for your character.
Yes? Something up? All right.
One thing I do enjoy compared to
Den
the...
of
If you say so.
I won't cheese this. I could cast a fireball and just cheese this
Take him down!
Time to
cheese
move?
this battle, which, you know, isn't terrible to do.
Yep. No problem at all.
Hey, no problem.
Minsk and Boo.
I
guess
this is happening.
Charge their archers, who are the damage dealers here.
What's up? Orders.
Alright, beautiful.
Ow! Woo!
And that is how
Yeah.
it is done.
Yep.
Quite a bit of loot to go through on these guys. I'd encourage you to kind of pick up what is possible. These guys always have huge stacks of arrows as well. But I'm not going to go through fully looting in this game because I'm just kind of giving a bit of a sample playthrough with Down the Man. Mineral Method. Oh, look at that kick. Beautiful.
What do you want?
I am ready.
That's not right.
Alright,
What
we
do
have
you
goblins.
Name it.
bleeding into our fight here. So I'm gonna
Hey.
send these guys around here to fight them.
What's up? Orders? I could do that.
A few magical weapons. What do we have?
Ready and willing. You can count on me.
I don't believe this one was trapped to my memory. Okay. One thing to kind of have is... now I'm playing on a harder difficulty, so I can't write every spell. But they are a great way to generate experience, actually. Alright, what do we have? A longsword. I don't remember there being a magical longsword here. This might be a recent addition. Barskona +2. Wow. And a longsword +1. What? So this is another thing with this game. The lore. There are so many books and weapons that you can read into the lore. It's, I would say, very interesting if you're a fan of that sort of thing. And really get into the essence of the game. Where are these goblins? I thought send our little army upwards.
What are you? All right.
Being a summoner in this game, I think, is one of the funnest things. All right, here we go. They're up there. Go, my lovelies.
Hey.
All right.
If you say so.
All right. I need to turn these scripts off because they're
What's
just
up?
casting
No
things by
problem.
themselves at this point. Here we go.
Something up this way then?
Alright, I will showcase now one way to cheese the game.
Orders?
I believe there'll be a bunch of flaming goblin bodies up here. So, it's up to you on how you want to go about playing the game. I would advise sometimes it's funner to actually just do the battles maybe as they're intended and not use kind of off-screen spells to wipe people out. But once you become experienced with the game, it is okay, I think, to kind of have this approach, as things do get a lot harder if you play them as intended, I would say. Alright, so we've got another mist method here. Alright, there's no real need to cast too many spells on this guy. Oh, he's trying to get away.
Time to move. Gotcha.
I use Imoen.
Yeah.
I
I
believe
could
there's
do that.
another method down here somewhere. There we go. Ice method this time.
For the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Yeah!
Ow!
Right, I must say Dan the Man is puny compared to everyone else in this party. Traps, a great source of experience. Okay, so this is a quarterstaff +1. Getting magical weapons is kind of key. I will also make Imoen a ranged character because she is weak as hell at close.
Sure.
So this is one of the fun things of this game for me is Oh no.
I know this room. I've been in here. We both have.
I would just shoot through this dialogue.
There are things in
Quit your
these
whining.
tanks. They used to be people.
All right.
So what I was saying is one of the fun things is to customize your party and your approach. So
What do you want?
a simple strategy choice here is that I've got Imoen as a ranged character
Armored,
and everyone else going in
sharp as
close.
and raring to go.
And you can do this through many veneers
Hey.
of different strategy. So I would say like from your spells to your armor, your weapons, everything can be customized. And actually, as you've seen, everyone is running bloodied scripts, which I'm going to turn off because I hate not having control of my party fully. And one of the cool things to remember is, wow, Wisdom 6. You can really delve into their character sheets of everyone. Go through their combat stats. Really look into where they can thrive. You have their biographies as well. Like I said, if you're
What's
into
up? If you
reading
say so.
through 2 lesser clay golems. Okay. Let's continue on. I believe our friend Rilev is in here. Ah, who be thee?
Who be thee? Servants of the master?
So no one. I was Rilev.
Released. Yes, master. I no lie thank thee.
He's dead now?
Another corpse in my wake. Nothing odd about that. Oh dear. So you can use these energy cells to go
This
to the
place
other room
seems fun.
down here and kind of glean
Orders?
information. I won't do
No
that now.
problem.
It's a little slow paced. This. For this
Yeah.
playthrough
Yep.
right now, but if it is your first playthrough, I would say read everything, kind of delve into everything as you will start to feel more and more a part of the kind of fabric of the game. So,
What do you
and
want?
that for me is the fun of it. It's not optimally playing through the game, it is experiencing the game. I remember my first kind of playthrough character.
Uh-huh.
I generally play mage characters, and I was
I could
just
do that.
terrible, all over the place. But when I finally completed the
I
game,
am willing.
Hey.
it was a huge
What's
achievement in my mind.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, right.
Name it.
I heard a goblin, so I can safely assume there's going to be a fight.
I await your news.
So one of the things to get used to doing is your buffs before fighting. So blue spells are generally your buffs. White spells generally are like a neutral effect. And red spells have some sort of like aggressive
This
external
place is
focus.
just too darn creepy.
Alright.
I really want out of here.
Let's make Jaheira a bear for this. And in we
Alright.
go. Charging in blindly. Alright.
What do you
Tom,
want?
you're on archers.
I am ready.
Jaheira, you're on the method.
Swords, not words.
Minx,
Ready and
goblin,
willing.
and
You're not gonna keep me
you
here.
can focus on these guys too.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Something up?
It is a
Alright, Jaheira is not.
Minsk and feel the
Hey.
backhand of justice. Ah!
What's up?
Alright. We are
Orders?
Every hamster
Yeah.
has his day.
beautiful.
with vengeance.
And see,
What do you want? If
with a
you
little
say
strategy, we
This
There we
reminds
go.
me so much of Candlekeep. Dusty old tomes all over, bookcases nearly spilling. It's like we never
I
left.
can't get over Dan the man. But we did, didn't we, Dan the man? So if you can see there, like that fight, if they'd all gone for the method, the archers would have kept shooting. Not that it was that hard a fight, but you can see that how strategy can start to alter
so. No problem.
how easy or difficult fights are. I won't loot everything because, like I said, I'm just doing a quick impressions playthrough here for you guys. All right, this is, I would say, the first not
Speak your
difficult
mind.
fight, but
Time to move?
proper fight of the game. So
Hey. What's up?
preparing for combat
Yep.
is always a great
Order?
idea.
I could do that.
Timber's bad enough without ye bothering me.
All right, we have Eilich, whatever you would say. I've no quarrel with you, but I like to be, all that stand in my way shall fall. Very dramatic, very Shakespearean.
Why Moradin's hand?
All right, there's quite a few of them. They got archers, they got a spellcaster. So let's get some troops on the back line.
Yeah.
And we will use these guys to start attacking.
What do you want?
At your servant awaits.
Jesus Christ, Jaheira's about to die.
I await your need. I go.
Get out of there, Jaheira. And she actually
We
is
lost
down.
one.
God damn.
Ready and willing. Got you good.
What do you want? Uh-huh.
Alright.
Something up?
Hey.
Alright. Let's get this mage out of here. And polish off. And there we go. This was, you know...
Those dwarves that attacked us.
Oh, here we go.
I read about them when you were skipping out of lessons back in Candlekeep.
What's
So,
up?
we lost Jaheira. Normally this
Yeah,
would be like,
sure.
let's reload this. But in this playthrough, this is just a good way of showing you, if you don't plan properly, I kind of went into that fight without really having much preparation. She had no healing potions. People die. So it is an unforgiving game if you play on the harder difficulty
Time to
settings. This is just my memory
Just
kicking
like
in
old
here.
times. Well, except for the torture.
But I would say when in dungeons, always have someone detecting
Orders.
traps.
All right.
So I don't know if I can resurrect her at this point, but she's still in the party, so she would remain with us. Alright, we have a Cambion.
Yep.
Who's trapped.
Armor, sharpened, and raring to go.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Let's free this dude.
Got you
And
good.
go for an all-out attack. It's actually a reasonably tough enemy. It does decent damage, particularly at higher difficulty levels.
If you
He's
say
down.
so.
So I hope this has given you guys a good flavor of the game. It is immersive. The world really opens up. Oh, we have a random method. Let's just whoop his ass. But this game is so immersive once you get out of this initial dungeon as well. It does open up a lot. And I would actually say this is probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. But that's probably because I've played it so many times. So, essentially, we're trying to escape this dungeon where we've been mysteriously imprisoned. And I will now reveal where the map of the area. So this is always a good place to look if you ever get kind of waylaid or lost. And we're basically trying to get into this area here, but it's actually sealed up and locked. Now, you would have found that out yourself if you haven't played before. So you basically have to try and trick one of the golems into opening this up for you. We have lost Jaheira. She actually is one of the characters that she's kind of a bit judgmental. So, you know, some people like it. So I find it kind of annoying. But she is a romanceable NPC, so not to be underestimated if that's
Hey.
what you play the game for. And that does add a fun veneer to the game as well. All right.
No problem.
We were impressed. Oh, right. This is the wrong golem. See, this is how long it's been. This is where I'm supposed to be. And of course, I am a lawful evil Dan the Man, an evil monk. So we do leave our friend behind. She fell in the dungeon. This is what happens. All right, we want a quick chat with the sewage golem. That's the one. And this stone that we found earlier will now allow him to open up the sewers.
Name it. Right you are.
What's up?
Ready and
Mr.
willing.
Column.
Orders?
There he goes.
Yep.
We'll follow him up, and there's a quick fight here.
Next time. If I have to fight to get out of here, so be it.
Okay. I would argue this is kind of a... I can't rest because the
Yeah.
golem is moving.
Something up?
So if something's going on in the area, you can actually...
What do you
Sleep.
want?
I think now he's done, I can.
Huh?
Time to move?
So I'm just doing this in preparation. For... Oh, there's our friend.
This place seems fun.
Wow, that was a good summon.
Hey. I could do
I'm
that.
doing this because we have another
I'm not gonna
Feel
keep
the
me here.
backhand of justice.
What's up? Yeah. Sure.
decent fight here. And we're gonna
Orders.
use our minions to...
All right.
Right, oh, we need the one with frost. Pick this up, and
Yep.
then there is space here for
All
Imoen
right.
to explore these traps.
A den of stinking evil.
Went you no problem at all.
Cover your nose, boo. We will leave no crevice untouched.
Alright, more potions, and this is locked as well. And a magical helmet. Let's write these spells into the book for experience. No one can use this. This is like infravision. What's it called? Infravision. So it's not that useful. But
Yeah.
there's a much better helmet coming up, I believe. Right, kill this guy.
Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Yeah! Great fun. Right, boo?
Easily overwhelming these guys. Now we will likely get a bit of a shock coming up.
Name it.
Right, it's a lovely...
You can count on me.
So I just heard goblins up here, so I will cheese them.
What do you, if you say so?
Don't know if any escaped that. I don't think so. No. So here is our exit.
Ready and
Of
willing.
level 1.
This way then?
We'll go around and disarm everything. Believe there's a few more traps somewhere.
No problem.
There we go.
Something up? Gotcha.
Pick up this statue. Unlock everything. Did believe there's a good helmet here. So yeah, there we go. And I think only Mints could wear this. So this is the first, what I'd say, good magical item. The Helm of Baldur. Legendary founder of Baldur's Gate. And there's a lot of these items scattered throughout the game. And this is just like a great item. Like +1 to hit, +1 to armor class. You'll get more used to what these mean as the game develops, but that's a very good helmet for this early on in particular.
Hey. Yep.
So highly recommend getting that. Now we have our dryad friends here. Protect me. Alright. There is a quest associated with them here. I'm not going to do it because I want you guys to kind of...
So beautiful. I used to dream of dryads.
I
and their
basically
beautiful
told them to bugger off.
What's up?
But
I could do that.
I would say, oh, I never knew. Minsk leaves if you do this?
Who says what?
Wow, I never knew this. So I've lost Yahira and Minsk. I never knew this happened. So this is a cool quirk. And just an example of different things you can still discover about this game. Now, as I'm just playing the first level with Dan the Man, I'm not going to bother to get Minsk back. And this is probably a very difficult fight coming up, actually.
Good to go?
Without
Orders.
Minsk.
Yep.
So something will happen
Right you
now.
are. What is this place? It's beautiful.
Eloin is having her emotional
There's
breakdown.
simply no way that this space belongs to the same person that owns those horrible
This
glass
place
containers.
seems fun.
Alright, we need to prepare slightly.
Yeah.
Can hear someone coming.
What do you want? All right.
What do you... Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. All right.
Alright. We
Hey.
have the Guardians. Alright. Beautiful attack by Tom.
What's up?
Just like old
Ow.
times. Well,
Orders?
except for the
Uh-huh.
torture and all.
Yeah.
We will heal
What do you...
and
Not
re-engage.
next time. Ready? No problem at all.
Ow!
Alright, if these guys were actual clay golems, I would be annihilated.
Uh-huh.
Alright, we'll do a bit of healing. With Minsk, this would be quite easy, but monk characters are not
Hey.
strong. But
What's
hey,
up?
look at that. We leveled up. Alright, we will take a short sword and let's just up this a little bit and up. Move silently. Now that is beautiful.
Order, if you say so.
So one thing to note, that if you do want a more challenging playthrough, you can play with fewer characters. I've done single character playthroughs as well. And they're very challenging, very fun.
Time to move?
But you do level a lot quicker as well. That's one thing to remember. So with only 2 characters here, I don't know if Jaheira is actually taking any experience with her being dead and all. But it does help you
Yeah. No problem.
basically level
It's
quicker.
supposed to be on the inside.
Wow, that was
Yep.
What do you want?
horrific. I forgot there was a
What
trap
do you
there.
want? This way then? This
And that
place
just
is
shows you
too
how
darn creepy.
how quickly
I
you
really want out
can
of here.
be wiped out. Let's write these spells that we don't have. Maybe we can have some bracers. This is a great little amulet. And we have our first item of which is part of a legendary weapon, the Equalizer. A pretty good sword, I would say. Now, please do not take what I've done here as kind of any sort of optimal playthrough. I've been pretty poor.
I
But-
can do that.
You know, it's part of the fun of the game.
Hey, yeah, sure.
Okie doke. And this is just to say that there are a bunch of quests, even here, that I haven't touched upon. Like, there is one attached to this air statue. That, you know, I would highly recommend you pursue, particularly if you're a warrior. There's a good few things extra you can do for more experience, like the dryads as well,
What's up?
and to
All
level optimally. This would be the end of the dungeon level 1. You then go into the dungeon level 2. But I'll kind of end the video here, hoping that this is giving you guys a good snapshot of this game and where it is in 2022. There's something for the kind of experienced players, I would say, and there's something for if you've never played the series, it's the classic of the genre. Probably one of the best I've ever played, if not the best. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, we really appreciate if you drop a like, a comment, to let us know your thoughts, your feelings, what you think. And of course, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and we will hope to keep producing more as we go along. Yeah, but my name's been Tom. Tom, for making sense. My name's Tom, Failty Gaming, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye now.